Welcome, everyone, to the second Carolina Bleeds podcast. I am half of your host, Coley.
I am the better half, Mason, and I'm sober this time. So let's get it done.
Today, we have a guest from Vital Wave, Mason's other band. Please welcome Mr. Phillips Soulsby.
Thank you.
Don't forget he's also in Hometown.
Yeah, our acoustic band. Phillips is a drummer.
The best drummer in Greenville.
He likes Red Hot Chili
that
Peppers.
Hasn't played a big venue yet.
And has chest hair.
Fair enough. These are all true statements.
He's wearing a South Carolina shirt right now, and I love it.
Fuck South Carolina.
You got to represent
Fuck
no
you.
matter what.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yo, we're going to stomp your ass so bad this year. We're going to fucking destroy y'all.
You guys barely beat Boston College.
Boston College is 4-0.
And y'all got beat by Georgia Tech.
No, we beat Georgia Tech. We got beat by NC State.
Oh, NC State, that's right.
NC State's a good team.
Y'all barely won to Georgia Tech.
Russell Wilson, also Georgia Tech, it was literally it was storming like it was the end. You know what? This is not a football podcast. We can talk about this after the show. Who'd y'all lose to this year? Y'all lose to UNC or some shit?
We lost to Georgia, and
we lost to Georgia.
Who else did we lose to? We lost to Georgia and somebody else. We're 3-2.
It was like Illinois?
No, we won to Illinois. I think it was Illinois State we beat. Then we lost to Kentucky.
Kentucky sucks this year.
No, they don't. They're pretty good.
Whatever. This isn't what this podcast
Kentucky's
is.
been pretty good.
This is not what this podcast is.
I don't mind talking sports. I'm a big sports guy, so whatever. But
go Pats.
What'd you say?
Go Pats.
Go Pats. Fuck you. Go Steelers.
Bats.
Go Steelers.
Fuck the Steelers, bro.
Who's your team, Phillips? NFL.
Panthers.
Pussy boy.
Yeah, they kind of.
The Panthers are really fun.
Bad game today.
The Panthers are really.
But
fun
they almost
this year.
brought it back though, because we watched the last half of that game.
We were 3-0 till today.
The Panthers are really fun to watch this year. There's a lot of good players. A lot of good young players.
They played 3 really good quarters. They just had one really bad quarter. Like one.
Sam Darnold looks awesome this year.
2 picks. Fucking.
Was it 3 picks or was it 2
allowed
picks? They allowed like 30
points.
Yeah, they allowed 24 points or no.
J.C. Horn from South Carolina.
It was 20 points in one quarter.
Yeah.
And they were the number 1 defense in the league at the time. Like it was bad. But Dak Prescott looked good. I'm glad he recovered because that leg injury last year was fucking brutal.
Pittsburgh is playing Green Bay right now and losing, which kind of sucks. 22 points though.
Oh man, it's the battle of the 2 teams I hate the most.
I hate you. I don't know. That's a lie.
I can't believe Aaron Rodgers is 55 years old and limping around out there and whooping your ass.
That's Tom Brady, bro. Tom Brady's like.
Tom Brady plays for Tampa. He doesn't play for Green Bay.
No, I know. I'm just saying he's old as shit.
Yeah, and he's got 7 fucking rings. How many does Ben have?
Okay, first of all, Tom Brady has 6 rings. No, he does have 7.
No, he's got 7. He got 6 with the Pats and then the 7th with Tampa.
That's wild, dude. And he's like 45 years old. That's insane.
44, I think.
44, 45, something like that. That's insane.
He's my fucking hero.
Remember like 5 years ago when he said he was going to play until like his fucking 50s? I don't think he was lying or exaggerating.
The man falls like no one else. Like the man just falls and he just looks like a pillow when he hits the ground. Like he doesn't get hurt.
You know his cheat meal day is like spinach and quinoa.
Jeez, what's the not cheat meal?
Exactly. that man only eats pussy during the week. That's how he does it.
Just eats dry chicken and unseasoned rice, and that's it.
Jesus.
and broccoli with nothing on it.
Quinoa's cheat day.
I like quinoa. Quinoa's pretty good.
Quinoa's pretty good. Quinoa slaps.
What is this podcast about again?
I used to think it was pronounced quinoa.
Yeah. That's how it's spelled. If it's quinoa, it should be KENWAH.
It's a Spanish word, I'm pretty sure.
Quinoa.
Pretty sure it's a Spanish word, so it'd be different.
This is a music podcast.
Yeah, this is a music podcast.
I don't know. I've always said I like to shoot the shit, though.
But
people will definitely listen to this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
You sheeple.
So I'm in Vital Wave with Phillips and also Hometown with Phillips. Coley used to be in Vital Wave with Phillips, and then he got kicked out or whatever.
It was a mutual party.
Yeah, there you go.
Y'all want to talk about how y'all met?
Okay, yeah. Me and my buddy Todd, who will be a guest on the show one day, we decided we wanted to form a band and went to Guitar Center and went to the infamous bulletin board by the bathrooms. Whoop, whoop.
Pretty sure my number's on there somewhere.
There was Phillips on a little yellow card, and we hit him up, and he answered, and we jammed for a couple months, and I don't think we could agree on like a set list or something. And it kind of just fell apart after that. We stayed friends, though, and we're still hanging out to this day.
And it was about 2 days after that I joined and replaced Coley in said Vital Wave.
Yeah.
And the future's never looked brighter for this band.
I am glad that we stayed friends, though, because I love you guys.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. But that's how that happened.
Phillips, anything you want to talk about yourself or anything you want to mention before we actually get into it real quick?
Nah, I just think it's cool how you can meet people just doing something small like putting a card on the board. You know?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool. That's kind of what music's all about.
And we're, like I said, we're still hanging out almost a year later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think that's cool shit.
And Mason, luckily, we met at our job, but it's still cool that we just started talking about music, and it was like, oh yeah, I play an instrument. You want to be in a band? Okay.
All right. So, unless you have anything else you'd like to add, Phillips, I guess we need to get into the news that we don't really have much this week. It's been a pretty quiet week.
Not much news. We're kind of ill-prepared this week, as we were last week, ill-prepared and drunk.
Okay, I'll let y'all get into it. Just one quick shout-out on October 11th, which is a Tuesday. My boys 7 Year Witch are going to be playing at Radio Room near downtown Greenville.
I will be there.
I'm going to try to be there.
Black River Rebels will be there as well.
Black River Rebels.
I'm definitely there.
Yep.
Shout out 7 Year Witch. They're a really good band. I hope
7 Year Witch is solid.
They're on the cusp of making it, I believe. They're really good.
They've been touring the whole Southeast.
Buck Cherry, baby.
Opening for Buck Cherry. That's big time. As far as band goes.
Buck Cherry just released
some people think it's like you're either the Rolling Stones or a nobody, and there's a lot of room in between.
Yeah.
If you're making money and touring and people go crazy to see you, that's success in my book.
Eventually one day I would love to do like a club tour like that. I think that'd be so cool.
Definitely. That's where I'm trying to go with the band is just
I think it'd be really cool, like making it
live.
Huge and then doing like a club tour of like South Carolina.
Yeah.
Like hit like 7 clubs in South Carolina.
I don't even see. This is where I'm at. I don't even really care about making it super huge. I just want to be able to live comfortably, Yeah. And do like club tours, and because I want to be able to like connect with my fans and stuff and talk to them and be able to.
I just want to tour. I don't even care if I get paid for it.
Right.
I just want to tour.
I'm fine with being broke and just living on the road, man.
Sure.
Yeah, like,
that'd be cool shit.
It's what I deserve. I deserve to be living in a van making $12,000 a year.
Me too. And all of it's going to gas.
Can't sleep with the heat on.
2,000 of it's going to 2,000 of it's going to like McDonald's.
I live off McChickens, bro.
Oh man, I'm talking about doing a Friendsgiving at my place this year.
Let's do it, man.
And what it's going to be is like everyone brings food, but you don't bring like home cooked shit. It's like someone bring like KFC and someone bring Taco Bell and like a Big Mac
have like
plate.
The Ricky Bobby banquet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly like that.
Lord,
yes.
we thank you.
Like Domino's.
Feast of
Dear
Taco Bell, KFC.
In your golden fleece
and
diaper.
the thirst-quenching Powerade, which I'm required to mention at every blessing.
But yeah, so y'all should definitely come to that. I don't have dates or anything yet.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? Everyone that hasn't even listened to this podcast yet, y'all come too. Be fun.
Can I tell a funny story about the last Friendsgiving I went to?
Yes, and I'll tell you one right afterwards.
So the last Friendsgiving I went to, I totally like crashed it. So
good.
I was like 30 minutes late. Everyone was all nicely dressed and shit. I came in like shorts and a t-shirt from like I was like binging Coke with my friends that whole night. And we went to like the strip club and we woke up that morning and went and smoked a bunch of weed and shit. And I just drove there like 30 minutes late and busted the door. I was like, "What's up, guys?" And then like smacked that fucking turkey leg because I was stoned, and then like immediately went to sleep on dude's couch after for like 4 hours.
So
my family might listen. My family might listen to this.
Yeah, fuck them. I went to Friendsgiving. It would have been 2019, and it was for like a work Friendsgiving. So like we closed up early that day, and then everyone came back. And the girl I was dating at the time was one of the other managers there, and I had a bottle of Deep Eddy's Lemon, like the 1.75, like the handle of it. Drink about 3/4 of it, smash it on the ground on accident. They are like, "You're drunk and going home." Oh, my dog Pilot was with me also.
Yes, Pilot.
So they load us both up in the car. They drive me home. They like hide my keys from me. They leave me. I immediately find my keys. Drive to the Wig in Columbia.
God almighty.
Well, this was all in Columbia at the time, so it's not that far of a drive.
Yeah.
Drive to the Wig, which me and Coley, yeah. And then
we can tell that story.
We'll talk about that story at a different time. We were there with my girl. I went there with my girlfriend at the time. We had sex in the bathroom. The owner caught us, and I got banned from the wig for a long time.
Oh, but you'll be able to come back.
I was there like 3 weeks ago for the Hawthorne Heights show.
Yo. That was a hoot at the wig. I thought that was really fun. That whole night was a hoot.
We'll tell that story in a little later.
That whole night was a
today.
hoot in itself. The whole night.
That story's too fresh and too recent.
Yeah. We need to save it, build up some hype for it.
So I think that's all the news for this week.
Yeah, no news.
All right.
Oh, I think I mentioned this earlier, but Buck Cherry released an album like a couple months ago, I think. Or like a month and a half ago or something like that.
I didn't realize they still made music.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Circle Jerks announced Halloween shows that we won't be able to go to because they're all out in like Arizona and shit.
Jesus.
There was another one. Oh, Every Time I Die is doing holiday shows.
Nice.
I don't think they're going to be coming anywhere near here, though. Oh, shit. This is a fucking dope-ass lineup. So it's Circus Survive, Poison the Well, Mariachi El Bronx, Kupa Khan, 68, Ice-T, Knocked Loose, The Bronx, Spirit Box, Dirty Nil, and End.
Fall for Greenville is coming up soon.
Is anybody interesting going to be there?
No. I would like to be on Fall for Greenville's lineup one day. That'd be cool.
I mean,
we'd probably be like the only emo band.
Imagine if Radio Room had like a little setup for Fall for Greenville.
That'd be cool.
They have like some like funk kind of rock bands.
I was about to say a lot of like the
Vital Wave might be able to play, but I don't know if Carolina Blues.
A lot of
be able
like
to.
the Fall for Greenville lineup is like funk and blues stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
that stuff.
Hometown could do it.
A little acoustic set.
Yeah, do a little 30-minute acoustic set.
30 minutes, goddamn.
I don't know. My voice could do it.
I don't know if my poor fingers could do it.
You poor rhythm guitarist.
You clearly could not be in Metallica.
That's all wrist.
All I'm saying
that's all wrist. That's not hand. That's wrist.
Is electric guitar is much easier on the fingers.
True.
An acoustic tear your shit up.
Well, when I was learning how to play instruments, they always told me like start with acoustic guitar because it's more difficult. Like, if you can master acoustic guitar, then switching over to electric will be easy.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what are we all drinking today? I am drinking Maker's Mark with a Big Rock. We call it the usual around here.
Phillips.
What are you drinking, Phillips?
So on some rocks, I got a little bit of Tito's vodka, a little splash of Grand Marnier, get a little orangey twist.
Well, Grandma.
Oh.
And then just top the rest off with Sprite ginger ale.
Nice.
Nice little flavor profile.
I am
That's
drinking.
interesting. Let me try that.
I'm drinking Original Sin Black Widow cider. It's pretty good, and I am following that with a Diet Coke because I'm a bougie bitch.
Phillips drink is absolutely delicious. It tastes like orange syrup almost.
Can I have a little sizzip?
Yes, sir.
So the other day at work, somebody was like, I really like bourbon. And I was like recommending all these bourbons to them. And they go, I think I'm going to settle for the Grandma.
Oh,
I was like, Grandma's a fucking cognac.
It's like an orange liquor. It's like 40%.
Grandma's
really
a cognac. Grandma's a cognac.
Okay.
Have you ever had orange vanilla Captain Morgan?
Yes.
I have not.
That shit slaps.
Yeah.
That stuff's so good.
Man, but that with a vanilla Coke sounds fucking dope.
Oh, dude, it's a
Captain
I haven't
Morgan
had it with
used
that,
to be
but it was
cheap
good.
to me, but now when I'm at the liquor store, I'm like, I'll go with the
with the Bacardi.
The Bacardi, yeah.
I haven't had Hennessy yet.
For whatever reason,
You're not missing anything. Hennessy
their
sucks.
white rum is like 22 a handle, which isn't bad for a handle. For whatever reason, they have the silver, the spiced, which are all 30, but their white rum, which is the same percentage, is like
Yeah, it's because it's made with
significantly
dog
less.
piss and tears.
My tears.
I did look up some recently released rock albums.
What we got?
So we have Idols of March by Miles Kennedy. Y'all know him?
Nope.
No.
So he played with Slash.
Oh.
Is in that band. Yeah.
What, like Velvet Revolver?
Yeah, exactly. They have some others like Mind Your Manners and Slither and
Is that what it's called? Velvet Revolver?
Yeah, that's the
Velvet
band.
Revolver.
Yeah, and then
That's
they
the
have,
Guns N' Roses super
they
group
have
or whatever.
Slash
Yeah.
and like of course he likes to.
By the way,
Have his name
the like
pronounced.
comeback Guns N' Roses in like 2010 or whatever sucked total ass.
You
The
talking
one
about
with, like,
Chinese Democracy?
Yeah,
It's like the worst album of all time.
that was like Axl
go-
Rose's passion project, and it was absolute trash.
Yeah,
And they like toured with like a bunch of his friends, like Buckethead and shit.
gross.
It's not the same.
Guns N' Roses always sucked.
Yeah.
But
Their first couple albums were great.
No, that you can't say they suck. It's
Civil
just-
War was incredible.
Yeah, I love that one too.
I think that's what it's called.
But they
and
got
like
all their classics,
Appetite for
too.
Destruction. Come on. Mason's
I really don't like Axl Rose.
Mason's just a fucking hater of classic rock.
Yeah,
I really don't like classic rock.
It's so
don't.
good, dude. It's so good.
You got to appreciate the past, bro.
Nah, man, just listen to Black Flag and Descendants, and that's all the classic rock I need.
That's classic punk.
I was
exactly.
gonna say, is that even?
Fuck off.
So, Greta Van Fleet came out with the
Love
Battle
them.
at Gardens Gate this year.
I have not listened to anything there since like their second album.
Okay, so you listened to the first two?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was pretty big on them back when they like started blowing up.
Yeah.
I've heard of them, but I don't think I've ever really listened to them.
They're worth checking out because, I mean, they obviously get their inspiration from Led Zeppelin, but they're pretty damn good, too.
Actually, you know, they said that's not one of their inspirations in like an interview.
Yeah.
Because I watched an interview one time where the interviewer literally was like, you know, people say y'all sound like Led Zeppelin. Is that, you know, what's some of y'all's inspirations? So they were like, yeah, we like Zeppelin, but they're not like one of our inspirations.
I got you.
But they do sound like Zeppelin.
It is uncanny. I mean, I guess, like, it's mainly just the singer, but like the music maybe is a little different.
Well, their guitar player plays vintage ass guitar. You know?
Yeah,
like he just plays really, really good.
A lot of great Zeppelin songs weren't like straight up rock and roll. I mean, they have "I Love Rock and Roll" and like "Ramble On."
That's Joan Jett.
That was a cover.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
No fucking way. That was a cover.
Mm-hmm. Joan Jett did a lot of covers that like were big for her.
I Love Rock and Roll was a Zeppelin song.
Been a long time since I rock and rolled. Been a long time. Been a long time.
I feel like a fucking idiot. I had no idea that was a cover.
Lonely time.
Wait, so you're telling me Joan Jett didn't make that song?
"Hate Myself for Loving You" is a cover too. I think.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Everything I know about Joan Jett's a lie.
Yeah.
I'm still in love with her.
But they do, like, there's a lot of their stuff was just, like, different. Like, you know, Pink Floyd and, like...
I love Pink Floyd. Mason hates
they
them,
have, like, the electric guitar and the drums, but they have all this other crazy synthesizers and just sounds, and that's, like... you just tell they just get in the studio.
If I wanted to hear a cash
noise.
register open and close 100 times, I would fucking work at Aldi's.
That's Money. That's the only song that does that. Which I
like "Wish You Were Here." That's a good song.
There you go. All right, "Brick in the Wall."
Every other
Part 2.
Every other Pink Floyd song sounds the same.
No, it doesn't. Fuck off.
Nah.
Mason just doesn't appreciate music.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are using this as a music appreciation podcast. I'm using this as a music disappreciation podcast.
There's a little irony in that statement.
Should we get into our reviews?
Oh, is there any other big ones on there that I would know?
Yeah, for sure. "Medicine at Midnight," Foo Fighters. That was a pretty good one.
I heard it was good. I haven't checked it out.
I liked it. It got a negative feedback, and
all their recent albums have been getting negative
best
feedbacks, but I think they've all been
I'm not a huge Foo Fighters fan. I just think a lot of their stuff just, I don't know.
Yeah. I love Dave Grohl, just what he's done.
Yeah, I love Dave Grohl.
Since Nirvana.
Dave Grohl is so
he was
good.
just the drummer.
I do.
And then now he's like, Nirvana was already worldwide, but now he's just like, he plays with so many other musicians.
I think just because he really just put together a super group, and he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
And he was so well known from Nirvana that I think Foo Fighters kind of got like a little overrated just from the jump.
Yeah, they had an extra boost.
I remember because I watched this like 4-hour Foo Fighters documentary, and they got a bunch of hate for their first when Dave Grohl did his first album. Like nobody wanted to listen to it. Like it didn't sell well at all. And then it was their second one was In Living Color or Color in the Shape or whatever.
That was their best one.
That was the one where everyone was like, "Oh wait, Dave Grohl is actually the shit."
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like they're overrated, but I mean they're not bad. And Dave Grohl's a great guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a fan of Dave Grohl.
You gotta appreciate that.
But
okay, give us one more album, and then we'll go on to our reviews.
And the name's kind of Foo Fighters sounds like a kung fu movie.
Probably because it is or something. I'm sure it's some obscure
have
fucking kung fu
y'all
reference.
heard the Christopher Walken impression?
Blue Oyster Cult?
Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah, so you see all these old guys trying to come back, like Alice Cooper and
oh, really?
Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, I even saw.
I know JT loves that.
Bruce Springsteen does country.
Who does that? Sure. If you like my body,
can we talk about that for a second? One of the most emo people on earth, JT Woodruff, loves Bruce Springsteen. That's like his main inspiration. That's so weird.
Yeah,
fucking wild.
You never know where people draw inspiration from. Killers, that's one you ain't heard from in a while.
I think they release a lot of music consistently, just none of it's very good.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
I missed
The Killers.
Yeah, I mean, you got the main two.
You can never take Mr. Brightside from them.
Exactly.
That will for until the end of time be one of the biggest bangers of all time. One of the greatest songs ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll never be able to take it from them. Let them do whatever they want to. Let them do their stadium tours, singing the one song over and over again. I'd go watch them do a 90-minute set that was just Mr. Brightside over and over. Like, whatever.
Maybe. Might get old after the third, fourth time.
So does anyone remember Bloodhound Gang?
Oh yeah.
So
I've heard of them.
What was that? What was their big song? It was
Talking about they're the sex pot
Yeah.
epitome
Yeah.
band. They have Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo.
I love that song.
Obviously, you can spell that.
But whatever their big hit was, I can't remember what the name of the song is. But apparently,
The Roof is on Fire.
no, I'm just gonna have to look it up. But they
Yeah,
were doing like a 45-minute set at a festival, and so what they did was they opened with that song, closed with that song, and they had a little intermission in the middle and just played that song on a loop during the intermission. Like that's how one-hit wonders need to do it. Let's see, what was it? The Bad Touch.
Oh yeah. Me and you, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do it on Discovery Channel. He sings some monotone too.
That's their fucking cover photo, by the way. Everyone look up Bloodhound Gang's cover
There's
photo.
there's worse ones than that.
Hey, look up from first to last and look at theirs.
From first to last.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the fucking Grace.
Core.
The fuck. All right. So on to album reviews.
Yep.
All right. Who would like to kick this off?
Mason, you go.
You want me to start? You sure? Oh my God. Give me 2 seconds. My phone is being fucking dumb.
Well,
right.
while you're doing that, quick mention: Smiley's Acoustic Cafe and Bar.
Monday nights.
Monday nights they do open mic night starting at 7 p.m.
This week is Hometown.
This week, this episode will come out after that show was played, though.
Yep.
But next
So
week,
we will have played.
it'll probably be Vital Wave, and maybe we'll go back again, depending on how it goes tomorrow.
Should be a consistent thing. You're
Our
going for a little 3-song set.
Our 3-song set list will go Pins and Needles by Hawthorne Heights.
Whoa. Cut this out. No. You don't tell.
Dude.
Oh, wait. This comes out after the show. Never mind.
Well, plus, no one's going to, come to it that listens to this unless they're in Greenville.
Yeah, but you don't go out and just say your set list before your show. But
This is coming out after the show.
yeah, it comes out
It's
after the show.
not a big reveal.
Yeah, fair enough. Whatever.
Like I said, I mean, if we have people that are listening to this in fucking Africa, they're not going to be coming to Smiley's to watch us play.
You don't know that. They could be
Our
one of those
set list.
Nigerian princes.
I heard your podcast. I came all the way from...
What, Transylvania? What is that accent?
I heard your podcast.
Fucking Dracula.
I love it. I hope there's not any garlic here.
Our set list includes Pins and Needles by Hawthorne Heights, Damn It by Blink-182, and we're ending it with Let You Down by Zach Bryan, correct?
Yes.
What is the significance of that last one?
I'm not doing that right now.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's
Maybe
a
another
special
day
one,
and
though.
another time.
It's a special one, though.
It's a special song, though. Y'all are going to really like it. We'll try and record it and maybe put it up on our Facebook page or
Try
something.
that? Yeah. We will. Yeah.
Again, nobody has yet to listen to our first episode yet, so maybe we're just talking into the void.
Yeah, we could just be talking to absolutely nobody. I put it on my Instagram story. You should do the same.
I mean, I can, but I don't.
Promote us, please.
I don't ever use social media, but I'll promote.
Just
it.
fucking do it.
I'll do it.
Okay, cool. Promote us, damn it. We want to do this eventually.
Okay, so it looks like I'm up first. So the album I'm reviewing this week is a banger, one of the all-time bangers, one of the greatest albums ever made. It is When Your Heart Stops Beating by Plus 44.
Absolute banger.
Start to finish.
Great.
Fucking-
Dude, it's fucking incredible.
Fucking 5 out of 5. Mark Hoppus and Travis Barker at their fucking best. I don't think they've ever done anything as good as this. Like, Phillips, have you listened to when?
I don't know.
Plus
They
44?
made Neighborhoods immediately after it, so.
Plus 44 is better
Is
than
that
Neighborhoods. I
like-
listened to
No.
Neighborhoods. I listened to Neighborhoods after last episode when I was driving Andy all
Did you
over
enjoy
fucking
it?
Greenville. It's good.
That's
It's
the
really
one with
good.
the songs you like on it, Neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So I'm a little more familiar with that one. But
But this album came out in 2006. I remember my dad got it actually like the week it came out. He was like, because he was a big Blink fan back in the 90s, and he was like, he was all about this shit. So I grew up listening to this album. So I've got a lot of nostalgia for it on top of just it being just a great album. And I really wish they would come back to this band. Because of all the Blink side projects, I think this is the best that they did.
They should have done that with Skiba, but I don't know. I like the stuff with him in it, with the Blink stuff with Skiba too, though. So
I think I said this last week, but California's their best album.
Don't listen to him. Just don't. Just don't.
I do like that one. In your defense,
it's good.
It's a good album.
No, it's not that I don't like it. I love California, but it's not their best.
It's got
album.
some of Travis Barker's best drumming on it.
It's just when the band matures a little bit, and we talked about that before.
Okay, listen.
They have that song about the
style
pool on
changes
there,
a little bit because it's not about
Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's not about like pooping and breaking up with your girlfriend. It's like a little more serious adult.
Like, some of the songs are, but then I like it because they still have those like we built a pool and it's like a 6-second song.
I built a pool to see naked dudes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Listen.
You never fully grow up.
Travis Barker's chops on Neighborhoods are insane, though. Come on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So man, his fucking tracks on When Your Heart Stops Beating are insane. But like, so
remember when he played that tour with one broken hand?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Dude, he fucking killed it, murdered it.
But so okay, here's a testament to this album. So Plus 44 only ever released this album, and then they did one acoustic single, which was the song 145.
Yeah.
They have 549,000 monthly listeners on Spotify still for releasing one album that came out in 2006. That's unheard of.
Fuck, I can't. There's another acoustic song on there too.
Well, they did it for Punk Goes Pop too. They did the acoustic version of "Baby Come On."
Yeah, that's it. Please sleep, my darling, sleep.
Your car crash in slow motion.
You cry for inspiration, never.
Okay, but they appear on MTV Laguna Beach. Summer Can Last Forever. All right, I'm sorry. But no, like, as far as just like, especially that like mid 2000s pop punk when it was kind of dying off around 2006, like at this point, like the best had already sort of come out, and then they released this, and I think it did I think it went a long way in floating the genre for the next 10, 15 years.
Let me say one thing here. Did you listen to Hearts All Gone from Neighborhoods?
I can't remember.
Hearts All Gone? That's totally just a Plus 44 song. It sounds a lot like Plus 44.
Well, good.
Hearts All Gone. That song's a banger.
I'm trying to figure out who the other two band members are in this band real quick. Because I need to get, I guess they need some.
One's name is Craig, and the other one's name is, I can't remember. Let's look up Plus 44 members.
So, vocalist Carol Heller of she was supposed to be in the band, but then she dropped out. So, Shane Gallagher and Craig Fairbaugh.
Yeah.
And they're all from bands I've never heard of.
I think they were just touring members too, because I'm pretty sure Mark Hoppus did all the guitar tracks.
I think you're correct.
I could be wrong.
And so yeah, this was the tour where Barker broke his arm while filming the music video, and then they just kept touring.
He fucking killed it. So you need to watch some of those videos, man. He killed it with one hand. Get into the review though, because we're kind of.
I'm done with the review. It's a fucking great album. What do you want?
Going to talk about any songs?
I mean, okay, so the title track "When Your Heart Stops Beating" is like the song on the album. It's the title track for a reason.
I'll be there when your heart stops beating.
I'll be there when your last breath's taken away.
In the dark when
no one. Okay, but "Lycanthrope" is probably my favorite song on the album.
That's a great song.
The opening track.
Would you be opposed to Carolina Bleeds doing either one of those?
Not at all.
Good.
"Baby Come On," the second song. Let's see what. "No, It Isn't" is like a really.
Cliff Diving's an amazing song. I love Cliff Diving.
Cliff Diving. "No, It Isn't." Chapter 13's a really Wait.
You don't like Cliff Diving?
No, I said I do. I said it's an amazing song.
Oh, I said it's amazing. You said no, it isn't.
No, I said it. No, It Isn't is the name of the song I was talking about.
Okay.
It's either "Make You Smile" or Chapter 13, where it's got the female vocalist and it's like really sad, and I fucking love it. I love a good sappy fucking acoustic song. Yeah. But yeah, like the drumming is like because he's got. I think Travis used like an electric kit for a lot of this or something. Like the drumming's kind of like.
I don't think so because there's like a studio video of him with a real kit.
Oh,
like
maybe I'm mistaken, but maybe he's just hitting.
He probably did some of them.
But yeah, like, I'm just
maybe
it's one of the all-time greats.
It's really good. It's a good it's a good one-off project. Just great.
I just wish they had continued it. I wish they just kept doing this.
You know, I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that they were supposed to do another album, but Neighborhoods was, became a thing, and that just never happened. With Plus 44.
I'd rather live in the alternate universe where Plus 44 kept going.
I hate you. No, I don't. But
all right,
if Neighborhoods didn't exist, I might not exist.
Good. Phillips, do you have an album?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Stadium Arcadium by
Oh, Jesus Christ. How did I know it was going to be this one?
In our defense, we told him to do that one.
That's fair.
Hey, you said pick one. That's my favorite album of all time.
What
is it?
A
little bit.
Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah, sure. So that was their 9th album. It's the last one they had with John Frusciante, so it's kind of the epitome of their success and chemistry, where they all had their best stuff coming together, and for whatever reason.
What album number is this?
This is their 9th.
This is their 9th album?
Yeah, they've been around since the 80s.
Fuck me. I knew they'd been around since the 80s. I just know they were making music since the 80s. Fuck.
Yeah, so they had a self-titled album, and some other ones.
So how many albums have they had?
Oh, man. After that, they had 2. So they did With You and then The Getaway. Then they just finished, then he
I don't know why I thought Stadium Arcadia was their big break album.
Yes, that was in 2006.
Stadium Arcadia was 2006?
Yeah, so.
Fuck me.
Many a year ago.
2006, the same year the Plus 44 album came out.
Oh, word.
And If Only You Were Lonely.
Okay.
Good album.
Yeah, good year for music, apparently. But, By the Way was their one before that, which has a lot of good songs on it, too.
And Discovering the Waterfront came out in 2005.
Yeah, that was like they did a world tour with that.
Interesting.
But
not you, Phillips. You're
yes.
fine.
No, it's okay. It's all good. John left in 2009, and he came back 2019, and they just finished their next album, but there's no release date.
I'm so glad he's doing okay now.
Yeah, he seems a lot better.
He's so talented.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
I'm gonna make a huge call here, guys. This next Chili Peppers song, or not song, this next Chili Peppers album will either be their greatest album they've ever made or the worst album they've ever made.
Poopy. I think it'll be pretty good.
I'm going to call it here right now.
Yeah.
And when that album comes out, we're going to bring you back, Phillips, and we're going to do a big deep dive on that album.
All right, deal. For sure.
If it ever comes out. Maybe the world will end before that fucking album comes out.
Well, they did announce in a funny video, they're all dressed up like news anchors, and they ended up announcing their next tour, which starts June 2022.
Flea as a news anchor gives me nightmares.
Yo, he looks so old. Yeah. He looks so old.
Well, in his defense, they are older.
When they go on tour, I'm going to go see Chili Peppers with you, Phillips, just so that I can see you shit your pants when you see Chili Peppers.
I would go.
I'm going to go just so I can watch Phillips. I'm going to stay sober so I can babysit Phillips, let him get fucking slammered.
That was supposed to be my graduation present from college, and we had the tickets and the hotel and everything. We were supposed to see them in Southern California.
I don't care where it is.
And then the pandemic hit, and then we kept our tickets, and they rescheduled 3 times.
Wait, there's a pandemic?
Yeah, that little thing called coronavirus.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Might have heard of it.
Never heard of it.
But, they rescheduled 3 times. We kept the tickets. And then finally, they had an official date and everything, and then they had backed out or withdrawn from.
Yeah, it's probably because they're all so old, they're immunocompromised.
The show was still on. They just weren't going to be a part of it, which was obviously the main reason I was going. So
I don't want to lose Flea to Ronies. So
I don't think it was worth all that money
slap it away?
to go and not see them. So we backed out, and we're going to try to go a different time. So we'll see if it works out.
But yeah, tell us a little bit more about Stadium Arcadium, and then we'll move on to who knows what album Coley's got up his sleeve.
I wonder what it is.
Yeah, for sure. We gonna go song by song, or
however you want to do it.
All right.
You got another 3 or 4 minutes, I guess.
Well, the first one is Danny California. Everyone knows that.
That's my favorite
Great
Chili
song.
Peppers
It
song.
is a good song.
That's my favorite.
Their music video for that's pretty cool. If you ever watched it
Shut up, Mason.
they dress up as like different eras of music.
It's really cool.
Throughout
it's
the
a good music
video. Yeah. And, they even go through the punk phase and, all that stuff.
The only phase. What are you talking about?
It was never a phase.
There was Minor Threat, and before that, there was nothing.
Well, okay. Well, I didn't mean the phase like it died out. I just meant like...
No, I'm talking about music didn't start
when its
until...
popularity hit its peak or, became a big deal, and it was like a household name. People were like, oh, yeah, punk rock.
We were just joking.
But I just thought that was cool. And then we go on to Snow. Hey, yo.
Good song.
Everyone's
really
favorite guitar riff ever.
Ridiculously hard
yeah,
guitar riff.
It is like, you try to play. And the hardest part is it's that repeated a lot. And that is not easy. And he does it phenomenally. After that, we got Tell Me Baby. It's got that little kind of funk breakdown to it. The little chop. Flashlight. Con job. Boot cut. Yeah. It's cool though. I mean, some people kind of, I don't know if hate's the right word, but just kind of talk down about Anthony's like little rapping bits. But I just think it works really well for that song, and it.
Fun fact: I heard an old white man one time tell me Blondie wrote the first rap song.
Oh yeah.
Prove that white people would try and take anything from everyone.
Nice.
Well, I got you. Counterpoint, if you will.
So it's your favorite album of all time, I would assume?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Which, for those of y'all who don't know, I briefly mentioned it last week. We recorded a first episode of this podcast. It was the first episode that we recorded, and we recorded it with Phillips. And we did top 3 albums where he mentioned Stadium Arcadium in way more detail than this. And if we can ever find it, we'll release it at some point.
It's gone in the ether, man.
Man, I bet if we go digging through Davis's computer, we could fucking get it though.
No, I think no, I mean, because the program crashed before it stopped recording, so it's really gone. Not to mention, I don't think it would have saved because dude has like literally 0 space.
I don't understand, man. He built a computer and has no space. There's only
what does he have on?
There's only like 32 gigs of fucking space on there, like total. Like I don't understand what the fuck he did.
And all of it's taken. Like nothing left.
My fucking ass has more fucking storage data. But okay. Yeah. Final thoughts on Stadium Arcadium?
Let me skip to the end here.
Sorry, we not trying to rush you, but I am trying to rush you.
It's all good. No, it's an excellent album. If you've never heard of them, which I'm sure you have, that's definitely my number 1 recommendation. You should check them out. But they just have a good blend of music, It's funk's definitely a good, catchy, popular tune that will drive you in, but they also have really good kind of deep lyrics and, they'll throw in a little bit of everything. And that's what got me into music a lot, was just listening to them and, seeing their passion for music and how much they love to play it and how much people love listening to them. And, that's a big deal, especially for live music.
Oh, yeah.
It just it comes through in their albums, too.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
All right. What album could you have for us, Coley?
Neighborhoods by Blink-182.
Who'd have fucking thought?
My favorite album of all time. I'm going to get real here for a minute. This album got me through some really bad times a few months ago, which I'll get into a little bit later once I'm done kind of going track by track. But Ghost on the Dance Floor is a great start to the album. It's a really emotional song lyrically. This album came out not long after Travis's plane crash, and I think not long after DJ AM passed. And
what year did this album come out?
2011. But they started it. They announced it in like 2009.
I think DJ AM might have still been alive when this came out.
Maybe. I know they announced it back in 2009, and it came out in 2011. But Ghost on the Dance Floor is kind of like about feeling somebody that's not there anymore, their presence, and it's like it was a sound that had programmed drums and stuff in the beginning, and it's real synthy. It was kind of something you never really heard before from Blink, and it was really cool. Natives is honestly one of my favorite songs after Midnight. It's really, really awesome lyrically. Tom and Mark really go back and forth. It's kind of like a push and pull with the lyrics. There's like a lot of, not like tension, but kind of tension between the two lyrically. And it's awesome. Mark goes so hard in the choruses, and Tom snaps on the verses. Up All Night. I mentioned this last week, I think, but Tom wrote that riff in 2003 when they were writing Untitled, which I find super cool. The song's kind of all over the place, but I feel like it's supposed to be that way because I feel like that song just kind of represents chaos. It's got cool sound effects and shit. After Midnight, total emo song.
After Midnight is fucking great.
It's just such a banger. That was the first Blink song I ever heard. My sister showed me that song, and it's just been my favorite song ever since. I don't know. I went through a pretty bad breakup a while ago, and I could really just relate to the lyrics. Super heavy at the time, and I don't know. It's just one of those songs that'll stick with me forever. Yeah, I can never get enough of it. Snake Charmer. By the way, I'm reviewing Neighborhoods Deluxe. That's why I'm including the song Snake Charmer. It's very like Angels and Airwaves inspired. I said this last week as well, but this album's a really good, I think is a really good blend of what Tom and Mark learned in each of their side projects, Plus 44 and Angels and Airwaves. This is really like an Angels and Airwaves song. It's got a really nice use of synths. It's really progressive. It's a pretty like heavy riff for Blink, and I don't know. The lyrics are super creative. That's kind of a theme on this album is, you know, compared to past albums, besides maybe like Untitled, the lyrics are just really creative, and you can tell they put a lot of time and effort and really threw their heart into it.
For sure, man. For sure.
Heart's All Gone / the Heart's All Gone interlude. And the interlude's really cool. I don't think interludes get enough love. I feel like people kind of just push them to the side because there's no lyrics and shit, but it's really cool. And Heart's All Gone's like the first real taste of pop punk we get in this album. Like I told you, it's really just like a Plus 44 song. Mark's vocals, they did something to the effects on Mark's vocals that made him sound like he's in a really like a big room, kind of delayed and shit. It's really cool though. It's really fast. It's kind of got like that old Blink feel where it's just really fast drums and really riffy and shit. Yeah, really underrated song.
Talk about spiders. I want to talk about spiders.
Spiders.
Is that not the name of the song? Oh, I'm thinking of Snake Charmer. Go back to Snake Charmer. That song fucking blows.
Like you think it's bad?
Yeah, man. That song is fucking...
Snake Charmer?
That song's
great.
Weird, man. Because I was listening to it, and I had to re-listen to it. I was like, what the fuck is Tom talking about in this song?
It's about like...
You know, they're always talking about spiders crawling into people and coming in them and shit?
No.
What song is that?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you were listening to.
I'm not crazy.
She creeps up like a spider, and
yeah, that one.
Once you're deep inside her, she turns you into stone. It's the song. I believe I heard one time. The song is about the sexual power that women have over men.
I don't like that song at all. I think it might be the Blink's worst song I've heard from him.
You are fucking tripping, dude. Holy shit.
I really don't like that song.
Anyways, people have their own opinions. I respect it.
No, you don't respect my opinion on Blink. I know you don't.
I do.
You don't have to lie to me.
Yeah. Okay, I respect your opinion on California. I disagree with you, but I respect it. I don't know if I can respect Snake Charmer. The Snake Charmer take.
I don't like Snake Charmer.
You will like it one day. I'll be sure of it.
You're going to lock me in a fucking room, Reservoir Dog style. He's going to turn it on the radio, start dancing around.
He puts the Snake Charmer on his skin.
Or else he gets the hose again.
Wishing Well. I love Wishing Well. The intro is super cool, I think, with like a filtered out, like a retro sound kind of. It's a really upbeat song. Creative songwriting again. Tom said in an interview that he wrote a lot of the lyrics at like one of his kids' school events.
The fuck?
Yeah, like
they're so old.
His wife was like bugging him to quit writing lyrics and like be involved. It's funny. Kaleidoscope is another good one. It's kind of got like the same kind of vibe as Wishing Well, I think. It's a cool little riff. Really creative lyrically again. Mark, it's a really good Mark song. Well, I mean Tom's in it too, but Mark does really good on the verses. This Is Home. I've seen a lot of people online say they don't like This Is Home, but I like it. It's pretty pop punky. It's kind of old Blinkish. It's got synths and whatnot. MH418 is super underrated. It's a good Mark song. It's kind of plus 44-ish again. Yeah, it's pretty heavy sounding riff. Love is Dangerous is okay. It's pretty heavy. It's a good emotional love song. Pretty good use of synths. a good use of what's it called? Like sound design,
right
in the beginning, and all throughout the song. Fighting the Gravity is really experimental. I didn't like it, but I listened to it the other day and it grew on me. It's about when Mark Hoppus, his drink got spiked with acid, and I think this was before he got married or something.
We've all been there.
Back in like the early days of Blink or something, but he called up his girlfriend and told her to just drive, and then like drove through the fucking desert or something while he was tripping balls. But it's okay. Even if she falls is okay. It's a good ending. I think it's a decent ending to the album. It's another one, I think every song on this album is really good, but I think this is one of the more forgettable ones. I think if it was on any other album, it would be more focused on, I think. But I think this is a 10 out of 10 album. Oh, I said I was going to get a little deep for a minute. Okay, so I tried mushrooms for the first time Friday night.
Fuck yeah.
I really loved it, and I just had this. Me and my friends were listening to this album because they gave me the aux, and I was like, I want to listen to this. I've never listened to this like, in an altered state of mind, I guess. We were listening to it, and I started to realize how much better I am mentally now than I was about 6 months ago. I was working second shift, and I just felt really lonely. And I'd go to work, and I wouldn't really be around anybody, and I'd go to the gym after like 2 a.m, and there'd be nobody there. And I go home, and there'd be nobody there, and I just do it all over again, And I was just in a really bad place, and like I said, I had just gone through a breakup, and I just felt really alone. And I had this album, and I loved it, and for a long time, it felt like that's all I had. I wasn't really hanging out with anybody. So it just kind of felt like this is all I had for a long time. And I realized that the other night on my acid trip, and I don't know, it's kind of like I made peace with it. And just realized I'm doing a lot better now. And it made me kind of happy, but it made me really sad at the same time that I used to feel that way. But that made me love this album even more, just that it was all I had for a long time. I felt like Neighborhoods was a friend of mine, and it had my back. But anyways, yeah, this album's super, super special to me. I can't stress it enough. It's my favorite album for a reason. I've, laughed, cried, had good times and bad times with this album. So
right,
it'll be my favorite album forever, probably. So,
all right. Any other final thoughts on all of our reviews? Any albums, any songs in particular we want people to check out?
I have a few. I know. I think I said I wanted to keep it to one a person, but I'm probably going to be really bad about that. So my songs to check out this week would be "After Midnight" by Blink-182, "The Afterglow" by Silverstein.
Fuck yeah! I fucking love "The Afterglow,"
and
that is such a good song.
And check out "Time Bomb" by Angels and Airwaves. Just came out. 3 really good songs. Do you guys have any?
Yeah, check out Bad Entertainment by fucking Trash Vote. Check out Boston Manor just released 2 new singles. I can't remember the names. Algorithm and Carbon Mono. Those are both pretty cool. And then check out Sticky by The Main off of XOXO from Love and Anxiety in Real Time.
Cool. Phillips, you got any songs you want to suggest to our listeners?
No.
Cool.
All right. Phillips, do we want to talk about our shows that we played the past couple weeks? Do we want to talk about what it was like or anything?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So me and Phillips with Vital Wave, what was it, last week? Yeah, last Sunday and Monday? Or was it the Sunday, Monday before that?
Last Sunday.
Today's Sunday, so it was last Sunday.
Okay,
Monday.
yeah.
We actually did 2 shows back to back, Sunday and Monday, which is pretty cool. We did a 15 or 16 song set list at Phillips's house for a big house party. And then we also went to Smiley's and did open mic night for the first time, which was super last minute, but it was also really cool. It was the first time we've been on a real stage. We weren't just sitting in a yard, or we weren't behind plexiglass like a gorilla in the zoo. And
let me just say, I ran sound for y'all, and I think I've discovered my a hobby of mine. I love running sound. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'd like to do it again. I had a lot of fun.
Sound is fun. It's hard, but it's fun.
It made me feel really good. I got a lot of compliments saying it sounded good.
Next time, don't let anybody touch the board but you. Next time, slap their hands away. Don't let them come touch that fucking board.
I'm gonna be a little firmer with you guys next time, like a stepdad.
No, it was a lot of fun, and it was like because it was like what? It was Vital Wave's third and fourth, or my third and fourth show with Vital Wave. So y'all did one before I joined, I think, right?
Yes.
I wish you guys would have told me about the Smiley show. I would have came to it.
We didn't know about it until we were like 10 minutes out. Like,
could have shot me a text though.
It was in the Carolina Bleeds group chat.
Yeah, but y'all already had done it.
No, it was.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand what y'all were talking about. I didn't know what y'all. I thought y'all had one coming up. Actually, no. I thought you were talking about December 25th.
No.
That's why I didn't know.
Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure Vital Wave will be playing December 25th.
Yeah, we already determined that.
Okay. So we might as well plug that while we're here. December 25th at Smiley's. Vital Wave will be playing. We'll be there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It'll be our first real paid gig.
They have their own sound guy, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
I'll come help y'all set up and shit.
That's fine. That works.
And I'll come watch.
That's exciting news that we can announce. Do you have any thoughts on playing those shows, Phillips? Because it definitely was there was a big turning point for me, I think, in my music career doing these shows.
You guys played really confident at the house show. I didn't see the Smiley's gig, but you guys played really confident and y'all sounded really good at the house party.
Yeah, I think the practice is finally paying off in that. We're just a lot more in sync now.
I couldn't tell if y'all were nervous, but that's a good thing because I couldn't tell if y'all were.
I was a little nervous at first, but I got over it pretty quickly.
Y'all didn't look like it.
Yeah, I think just taking that time to set up and make sure everything's right really paid off too. Because it's like if you're just, you'll run out of time and then you just do with the best you got, and you'll know in the back of your head it's like, oh, I should have fixed this or done that.
We spent a good 2 hours on sound check.
Yeah, we spent a while.
Which
on
sounds like a bad thing, but it ended up paying off.
It wasn't just sound check; it was setting up and sound check.
It ended up paying off though because everything sounded great.
And so, to any other new musicians who are looking for advice and stuff, biggest advice is don't do a show before you're ready. If you don't think you're ready, just wait. There'll always be another show. Your big break for your band isn't going to happen 6 weeks into being together. It's not. And secondly, take the time, know your shit, and make sure you set it up right. Because there's nothing worse than being behind glass trying to play music and nobody can fucking understand what you're doing.
And listen, don't be afraid to do a long sound check. Sometimes it's just worth it. Sometimes it takes a couple hours just to get everything sounding right. There's no rush.
Sometimes it's really fucking annoying. You weren't there for the sound check in Columbia.
No, I wasn't.
That was...
But I heard it was a shit show.
The worst sound... that was... I almost didn't do the show. It was so bad. I was so pissed.
Didn't y'all... I don't know.
Well, we had a old mixer like the Mackie over here, and then we brought our Yamaha, and we were trying to set it up to some old speakers like this. And
no, those speakers were older than these.
Yeah,
I was about to say these speakers. They're really good at the house party.
They look like the Gateway computer with the cowl.
Yeah,
like that material that they're made of, that kind of plastic, old school.
They were shit.
And I remember we were just like, oh, well, maybe the owner of this place will help us out. And we're kind of fumbling, figuring things out, and we're like, hey, you got any advice real quick? He's like, yeah. You got 10 minutes.
He just looked at his watch and says, you got 10 minutes.
We're like, oh, shit.
Shout out to Jorg, who owns Heroes and Dragons. He's my fucking hero for doing that to us. I about fucking keeled over and died when he said that to us.
Oh, yeah.
He's in a band called Wizard's Thicket. Check him out. I think they're in the studio right now recording an album.
Also, a drummer/singer. Shout out to that because that is not easy.
Cool. Wearing deer antlers the whole time. Yeah. It's insanity.
I can only do one of those three at the same time.
I can't do two of those three, period.
But I was pretty impressed by that. I thought that was cool. And it was a good learning experience because we're just we're never going to do that again.
Never.
And we haven't since, and I have no intention of trying that again.
And then our second show, we learned another lesson, which is never, ever, ever get fucked up before your show.
Yeah.
Ever.
4th of July.
Yeah.
4th of July. A day that will live in infamy for more than just the British. Fuck, that was bad. We don't have to get into that one. But don't ever get fucked up before a show.
You can have fun after the show.
Yeah, after the show, do whatever the fuck you want to. I don't give a shit. before the show.
The trick is to only get slightly buzzed.
Yeah.
Just to take the nerves
some people don't know when to quit.
So the last show we were good and paced ourselves, and but we just had one ceremonial shotgun right before we went on.
And then I also shotgunned in the middle of the set, which I thought was a lot of fun.
Well, bassists have that leeway, I guess.
I kind of like halfway through you a Jello shot in the middle of it too.
Oh, yeah, and it got over my bass.
Yeah, I tried to pour it in your mouth.
It's different if fans are handing you stuff, because that means you're doing
Once you're on stage,
it's
pretty hard to get so fucked up to where you can't perform anymore while you're already up there.
The trick is, if you're just not afraid to say something that you would be afraid to say sober, that's when you're getting a little buzzed, and that's the sweet spot. If you're, you know what I mean? Because then like the performance anxiety's kind of.
If you're busting open beer cans and spraying your singer in the middle of a song, maybe you're a little past it, and you shouldn't do that anymore.
Well, I mean, maybe that's just me because I'm a little quiet. But once I'm a little loose, and I'd say some stuff that I maybe wouldn't say totally sober. That's how I know. All right, this is a good performance buzz. Because I'm not as nervous.
Oh, shit.
But that's just me. I don't know. Get that little wavy feeling in your head, you're good.
Yeah. I think...
Did you say wavy feeling?
Well, not wavy feeling, but you can kind of...
Like 1 or 2 beers just to kind of knock the edge off is good. But like once you start like...
I'd say 4 for
getting
me and I'm
sloppy
good.
or like you're...
Yeah, that's the main thing. Once you start getting sloppy, like...
Oh, yeah, that is time to stop.
It's over.
I mean,
it's too late once you're sloppy,
at least
though.
with drumming, I mean, that can happen quick and ugly. Like...
Same with if
keeping
you're
the
guitar
time.
and singing.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying like everyone's equal wise on that, but I'm just saying like if your tempo is sloppy, it's gonna throw the music off.
I'm not saying this because I'm a bass player, but I think bass players are maybe the only ones who can get away with being a little overdone. I'm not saying get sloppy.
You only got to play one string at a time,
Fuck you.
I didn't mean it that way. Damn.
That's not true. When we do Breaking the Girl, I play 2 strings at a time.
Yeah.
Do little power chords.
Throwing out the chords. He doesn't do that every album.
Yeah.
But he's definitely a great bassist.
Oh, Flea's one of the all-time greats. That's why I hate covering him.
I might have mentioned this, but did you know Flea was in Black Flag?
No fucking way Flea was in Black Flag.
Yeah, he was in Circle Jerks, too.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
It's not.
I'm looking this up right now. There's no way
Look up
Flea
Black Flag members and Circle Jerks members. I'll edit this silence out.
Flea, no. You're thinking of Black Flag, Flea and Tick Killer.
No.
It's a spray for your yard. It's called Black Flag, Flea and Tick Killer. Let's see. I know the drummer from the
Circle
Descendants.
Jerks, he was in Circle Jerks at least.
Michael Peter Balzeri.
Are you thinking of Spot? Spot was in Black Flag.
He's born in 1962 in Victoria, Australia.
So Bill Stevenson was in Black Flag, but he's best known for being in Descendants and all. He was only in Black Flag for a couple of years, though.
I'm thinking of Fear. He was in Fear and Circle Jerks.
Okay, I believe those. But yeah, I
know Keith Morris put something on Facebook and said he was a part of Black Flag for a little bit.
Because if Flea had been in Black Flag, Henry Rollins would have probably popped all his teeth out. Henry Rollins is such an asshole. Love him to death, but he is a dick.
I just saw Keith Morris put something on Facebook about, because there was some post about Flea, and he was in the comments, and he was like, Flea was a member of Black Flag for a little bit, and Fear and the Circle Jerks.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he did like 1 or 2 shows with him or something, but he doesn't pop up anywhere. Is there anything else anybody has to say, though, for this episode? Or are we calling it?
You can call it.
If you love music, just surround yourself with music and people who listen to it, and good things will always come your way.
Words of wisdom from old ass Phillips.
I'm cutting that out. I'm just playing.
All right, stay bloody, everyone, or whatever our fucking catch thing is. Well, as I say here at the end of every episode of Carolina Bleeds, fuck Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Boys get boners. Peace.